Good morning, and welcome to episode 4 of Let's Play F-Zero GX. Getting towards the end now, and now we're into the Diamond Cup, which shit, at least in my head, gets really difficult, because basically none of the courses have any walls, really. Well, some of them do, but they don't have reliable walls. It has got one of my favourite courses in it, but also, I would say my least favourite course in the entire game is also in it, so it's going to be a mixed bag. Because of the no walls thing, the potential for failure is annoyingly high on this cup, because basically I've so far, I'm not going to give you an actual number of the amount of times I've attempted to record this episode and failed, but it's in the low hundreds. I'm kidding. But yes, this is Cosmo Tonal Trident. It's just a normal level that likes to split into 3 a lot. Oh, and there's no walls for any of it. Have fun! Well, I don't know why I'm telling you to have fun, I'm the one who's going to fucking do it, haven't I? So yeah. I'm generally going to take the central track, because that's the easiest one. And I really can't be asked to do anything fancy on this level, because it's an interesting concept, but ultimately a boring level, I find, because it's just a lot of the same. And like already, if you have the vehicle spec set to max speed like I do, the CPUs will never challenge you, even on Master on this, you'll still just be miles ahead of them. Oh, someone's died already. Ha! What an idiot. And there are so many heal strips on it, you can, when it gets the later laps, you can, like 2 and 3, you can pretty much boost for the entire way round, because heal strips are that frequent. I'm not gonna, because I tried to do that last time and killed myself, and it was really embarrassing, so I had to edit that out. Well, not edit it out, just scrap that recording. Has a little jump there, just to keep you on your toes. But it's an annoyingly long course, and not particularly fun, I don't find, so yeah. So in the meantime, I can talk about other things. I can talk about my other projects that I'm working on, because by this, oh dear god, that was embarrassing. Ew, that would have been shit. Yeah, at the time of uploading this, I'll probably be around episode 8 or 9 of Pokemon Versus, so that's definitely something to keep an eye on. If you haven't watched Pokemon Versus yet, that was the inspiration for this entire channel, that we were just like, we should race for a Pokemon game. Yeah, let's do that. So that became kind of the, that was the founding of, well, we've been the infamous gentleman for years, but that was the founding of it as a YouTuber account, so like, what we were actually going to do, that was always the plan. So Pokemon Versus, if you haven't given that a watch, I would recommend you do. Even more than this. Even if this is one of my, well, I'm not sure if F-Zero is one of my favourite games. It's definitely one I play the most, but I do really like it. But you have to be in the right mood for it. And like I said on earlier episodes, it's great fun once you're really good at it, but otherwise it's awful and painful to do. As in, I've had it pretty much for the entire 10 years it's been out, and only within the last week did I finally beat every cup on Master. I still haven't beaten... I've beaten all the story mode levels on normal, but only beaten a few of them on hard, and none on very hard, which I haven't unlocked any of the AX races. But yeah, and then there's another Let's Play coming soon, because of course, within the next week or so, I'll have aimed to have finished this, which will be technically my first full Let's Play that I finished, but I'm not sure I really count this because it's really small. It's only going to be 5 episodes, maybe 6, depends what I do for the special level. I'll probably include that on the end of the 5th episode actually, so it'll be 5 episodes. But I got a big full-length one coming at the moment. I'm about a third of the way through recording it, so it should be uploaded fairly regularly once I actually start doing it. And that is probably my favourite game, if not top 3, definitely top 3. And my top 3 games, this does not feature in the top 3, F-Zero doesn't, but I plan to do Let's Plays of all 3 of them. And I've already done one, because I count one of my top 3 is every Pokemon game ever. If you ask me, I couldn't pick a favourite game from the Pokemon games, so that's one of the top 3. And then the other 2, I'm not going to tell you, because one of them's coming soon, and then the other one will probably come soon after that. And they were the ones I really had in mind for doing as soon as I started this channel. So yeah, that was Cosmo Terminal Trident. I find it very boring. Oh, he is actually quite close behind me with Queen Meteor. I wasn't boosting as much as I could have, because the last couple of times I've tried to record this, I've boosted a lot and killed myself. And I can't be asked to happen again. I really don't want to have to record this a second time. well, not second, but another time, let's put that. So yeah, this is Sand Ocean and Lateral Shift. As you can see, nice and straightforward, but then suddenly it kind of jerks around a bit. I find this one easier than it looks, generally. But there's one bit that always fucks with me, so... Oh, I'll point it out when I get to it. King Meteor, my old friend and rival. I'm going to try and assassinate you. No, get back here. Oi, oi, oi! Oh, you bastard. Rival killing is an excellent technique, as I always say. Very useful in Master when you actually need to, like, win it. Where you need to be really focused in order to win. Whereas on Expert, generally, as long as you don't actually fuck up the courses, you tend to win overall, as you've noticed. Well, on this Let's Play so far, I have fucked up a lot of the courses, and even still I've managed to win every Grand Prix I've done so far, so... I'm at the annoying stage when I can't where Expert feels almost, apart from the difficulty on the courses, like in terms of the races, Expert feels too easy, but I still can't reliably beat Master. Because the thing I really struggle with on Master was this bit that always gets me, because they have fucking chicanes here, as well as being irritating. Yeah, the thing that always gets me on Master is the fact that you only have one spare machine. That hurts me a lot more than Racer difficulty does. Though it's a compound effect, because racers are a lot more violent on Master, like they will just try and smash you off the course whenever they get a chance. And that, combined with only having one retry for the entire cup, is interesting, to say the least. And the main reason why I'm not doing this LP on Master, just because the risk for failure would be too high, and you don't want to watch that. Oh dear, too fast, oh god. See, this level I often don't come first on, just because I don't dare boost for most of it. Because it's horrifying, like this. And I don't want to kill myself. I'll boost here, though. Oh, shouldn't hit the heel pad, should hit the heel pad. Oh, final lap, that was quick. Let's not fuck it up then. Oh, I'm still a fair distance ahead, excellent, don't have to boost as much. Is there a heel strip here? Yes, there's a heel strip here. Sand shark, or not shark, snake. I love the feel of this level, it's great. With dust tornadoes and crazy temples and flying fish and sand dragons and everything. And I like the music too. I actually quite like the music in this game. I don't normally like this kind of music, but it's kind of grown on me. I think it's more just because I'm used to this game. When you play it so much, the music just kind of gets in your head. Com's getting awfully close behind me. Not liking the feel of this. Because he's going to suddenly catch up with me and I'm going to do something stupid and kill myself in the last couple of seconds. It's going to be really embarrassing. I know we're fine, theoretically. That one went way too easily. Oh, what? I didn't see anyone for like the entire second and third lap. That's unsettling. I enjoy that track, but it does occasionally just fuck with me. I must be still. Of course, I'm still winning. I won the last two. Yeah. Now next, I think is a good one. Yep. This is Firefield Undulation. As I said last episode, I really like Firefield as a world. And Undulation's a fun course because it's not as just... Again, Cylinder Knot is one of those ones like Trident, that because there's less of an opportunity for failure, it means it's kind of boring. Whereas this one is great fun. I'll probably die on it, because I tend to drive like a spaz on it, because it's so much fun. But I enjoy it. Whee! It's got lots of jumps, and bumps, and twists, and turns, and other rhyming things. Whee! Oh, and this is why it's called Undulation. Because it has big... Well, it has like these big dipper sections, and it has little lumpy bumpy sections as well, so... Definitely a lot more fun than Cylinder Knot, though. These are the only two levels in Firefield, though. There's a jump pad coming up here as well, I think. Yeah, there it is. Whee! That one's quite useful because it skips out this lumpy bumpy bit that can really take your speed away, more than you might think. Short level as well, and that's the nice thing about it compared to the last two, the first two in this cup, because that's... I always struggled with the Diamond Cup, not because the tracks were particularly hard, well, they are particularly hard, but the main thing that got me was that the tracks were really long. So if you fucked up at the end of the third lap of one, you had to feel like you had to do it again for ages. So often I'd just kind of, fuck's sake, stop hitting me up the ass. So I'd always feel like I had to basically leave it a while, Otherwise, you just felt like you was really just doing it too much. Oh dear, God, nearly hit that thing. Oh God, too fast, too fast. I need a heal strip. Yeah, just because on the long course like Trident, if you fuck up on the last lap of Trident, doing the whole thing again just feels so boring. It's not a good course, I really don't enjoy it. I might have mentioned that once or twice already. Oh dear God, that was... ooh. That happens to be occasionally on this game, as you probably noticed. I'm doing well, and then I'll just kind of... oh, what the hell? Oh, that was bullshit. Yeah, like I was saying, be doing well, and then I'll just suddenly twitch in the wrong direction and kill myself or something like that. Well, this is annoying, isn't it? Now I'm going to have to do something stupid to try and catch up with them. I might still be able to win this. I'll just use my boost foolishly. And wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. Kablamo! That was foolish, but fun. Get out my ass. Oh, still won. Yes. I enjoyed that course. It's really actually good fun. But coming up next is my favourite course in the whole game. Probably. If only just because it's torn between this course and Big Blue Ordeal. But I can actually do this one regularly, whereas apparently I suck at Big Blue Ordeal. So, yes, this is Aeropolis Dragon Slope. Look at it in all its glory. Has this huge drop section that's so much fun. I'm going to switch to appropriate colours for it, just because I can. Let's go, Space Batman. Various slopes. Twisty turns, doesn't look so bad. Bit of ice, bit of dirt, bit of upside down. Oh, does it not have... oh, that's clever. On the opening, it doesn't actually show the fuck-off huge jump that's this level's thing. Does Twinnerita my rival again? This is a joke now. Every fucking episode, they are my rival. It's got beyond funny now. I think these are the... oh no, there's one... yeah, there's one other heal strip in the game, in the level other than these. But this is where the fun begins. Whee! And in case that wasn't enough fun, do it again. And in case you didn't enjoy that one, do it again. And then one final jump. High speed, jumping, flying. It's got all the fun bits. I wish there was a way to look behind you on this. Actually, no, if you had a way to look behind you in this game, it'd be devastatingly dangerous. But still, would be useful. So I suppose that's why they show you where the comm is on the map. Then it was, yeah, if you haven't worked out by now, the comm mark on the map just tells you where the nearest CPU to you is. Obviously, displaying all 30 of them would messy up the map considerably. But yeah, that's basically it for this level. You just kind of snake around here a bit. This latter half of the level is really like easy. Nothing tends to go wrong in it. So yeah, that's Aeropolis Dragon Slope, and I really enjoy it. Just because, as you can see, it's just high speed, boosting, flying, and jumping. It's just good fun, good wholesome course, and it's mostly got edges as well. So like you don't tend to die on it, which is always good. Ooh, I'm gonna get the top one. Hey, I got the top one. Hey. Don't know if that's good or bad. Well, it's not bad, but I don't know if it actually helps or not. But either way, it's entertaining. This is the only bit that doesn't have edges. But once you're onto this bit, the combination of moving from ice to dirt means you effectively have walls here, because it means you can't slip off easily, because then the dirt grabs you basically. And then from here for the rest of the course you've got edges. It's only that turn there that's supposed to be a bit buggeredly if you're not watching really quite carefully. And ow! Ow! Yeah. That's what I was about to say, is this bit's thin, so if you hit one wall you tend to pinball yourself a bit, like I just did. But it's just... oh, just as good, of course. And as I've said earlier, I love Aeropolis as a world. It looks really cool, and has cool music and such. Multiplex is also up there as one of my favourite levels. Definitely torn between those three. Ordeal, Multiplex, and Dragon Slope as my favourite level. Oh, missed the first boost there, damn. Yeah, as you've noticed, you can kind of angle yourself up and down in midair to change your flights. Kind of whether you sink faster or not. It doesn't seem to make a difference, because if you land sooner or later, you're still the same. You still kind of revert back to your same speed when you land, so it kind of doesn't seem to have much of a point. But I always just kind of try and aim for the longest glide possible because it's more fun. Whee! Oh, that went well. Ow. No, it didn't. I lied. Look at that. And yeah, so now, unfortunately, finished this one, but we're going from my favourite level to my least favourite level in the entire game. And that's saying something. because there are difficult levels, but they challenge you. They kind of they keep your mind awake, kind of thing. But no, coming up is a level that isn't particularly challenging. It's just, I don't know. I just don't enjoy it. It's not particularly difficult. I can just never do very well at it, and it's an irritating level. It's this game's Rainbow Road, quite literally. As in, not only is it the last, well, excluding the AX Cup, it's the last the last track of the last cup, and you can see from the style of it. Yeah, it's a bit loopy and crazy. Looks like it should be fun, doesn't it? Yes, I once thought as you do. I might take some of the max speed off actually, because I'll likely be crashing a lot on this level. Fortunately, it's walled for the entire level. But yeah, this is how F-Zero does Rainbow Road. It's like, ha! Rainbow Road, we laugh at your Rainbow Road. We're going to put it on fucking steroids, give it some LSD, and give it giant testes. Because that's basically what this level is. Rainbow Road, but with balls. Too much balls, in my opinion. Ruins the fun. I'm going to try and kill Twin Narita on the way past, just because I can. Oh, it's not even Twin Narita, it's Death Anchor. No, not Death Anchor. The Skull thing, whatever it's called, the Skullmobile. Sonic Phantom, that's it. Not the Skullmobile. No, it should be called the Skullmobile. To be honest, I wouldn't even mind if every vehicle in this was just the name of the racer with Mobile on the end. Oh, apparently I've killed someone. I wasn't aiming to kill. Did I actually kill Sonic Phantom in the end? Huh, I didn't notice that happening. Oh no, it's not Sonic. Sonic Phantom seems to still be alive. Well, someone's dead. I don't care who. Ow, ow, ow. Yeah, it's just all these tiny little narrow bits with the little holes in the middle of the road and then just tracks that spontaneously end. I can do it, I just don't enjoy it, and the music's irritating. It's just someone saying ugh repeatedly. Have a listen. Just shit in it. I hate this level. And there's almost no way you can boost safely on it as well. Oh, I didn't kill Sonic Phantom apparently because he's winning. Well, I've still won. All I've got to do is that. That's the advantage of this thing. Normally I can do well enough on the rest of the cup that it doesn't actually matter where I come on this. Because I'll have a good enough score that I can lose this and still win. It's similar to Mute City Serial Killer at the end of Sapphire Cup, that normally it doesn't matter that I suck at that level, because all I have to do is physically complete it. At least this one is easier to physically complete, kind of. As in, you don't tend to fail at it, but it's one of those ones I'll always tend to come 23rd on. Actually, if you just look at this entire Let's Play, you'll see that generally I'm not good on the final course of every cup, just because, what with death and failure and whatnot, you don't tend to get that far so often. So just, if you ignore just like private practice, basically you only tend to play the last couple of tracks of a cup when you actually get to them, which is much less frequent. So I guess I just don't know them as well. I know this track well enough, like I know where to turn and stuff, but just I'm not good on narrow bits like this anyway, because I tend to just kind of freak out and hit things. And I'm not confident on where to boost yet on this level. I'm going to try boosting here. Let's try boosting here. Well, this is the final boosting run. Hooray! Not good, but I've still won overall. That's what matters, isn't it? It's not about taking part, it's about winning and destroying your adversaries. Oh, a lot of people died in that race. I still won by a mile. Where was Sonic Phantom my rival? He was miles behind me. Oh no, he just did crap. But yeah, so that's been the Diamond Cup of F-Zero GX. One more episode to go now. Next week should be an interesting one, because most people won't have seen the AX Cup so much, because it's bloody hard to unlock, so you're going to beat the other four on Master. So the AX Cup is next week, plus the special track. If you don't know what that is, well, tune in next week. I have been the Doctor with the Infamous Gentleman. This has been F-Zero GX, and thanks for playing. No, not thanks for playing. Thanks for playing to me. Thanks for watching to you. See you around.